Good afternoon. It's August 18th, 2015. Good day so far. It's 6 p.m. right now, so good evening, I guess. Yeah. Working with a client for the past 2 days. It's been okay. I normally work on my iMac at home, or I had like a computer at Venmo, a MacBook Pro. So I've been using my 12-inch MacBook, which I love that computer, like the little keyboard, and it's great, but really slow. And my client's using React Native, which another time we'll talk about that. But it's like it has to run this thing in the background. It's like kind of intense. So yes, my computer was like crawling yesterday. So I was like, you know what? This is stupid. I can't take it. And I can't plug into a Thunderbolt display with the MacBook, which sucks. So on the way to work today, I just went to the Apple Store and bought a MacBook Pro, which is funny because like a couple years ago, that would have been like, this is an amazing day. I went and bought a computer. But yeah, I just like walked in and like, yeah, I want that one. And here's my card. All right, thanks. See ya. I was there for like 5 minutes. And then their internet was like going slow, so it took like all day to download Xcode, which was unfortunate. But yeah, I got it all set up, and like that's all I'll be using tomorrow. So I don't know. It was interesting. Maybe I'm just like I don't know. I don't want to like take that for granted. I'm pretty fortunate. Yeah. So working on an Apple Watch app with this company. It's pretty good. They are doing React Native, which is just crazy town nonsense. But you can't do Apple Watch with that. So it's good. Writing some Swift, Apple Watch stuff, all like really simple. So yeah, it's been good. I spent all yesterday porting the Parse SDK. They're using Parse as well. Porting the Parse SDK to Apple Watch. And then today we decided we're not going to use Parse directly on the watch. So it's like wasted a bit of time, but yeah, whatever. Man, I would have designed the Parse SDK very differently. It's so huge, and it's all like together. Even on the website, they say like data and push and analytics are all like different things, and it's like one giant SDK that hooks into all these like application lifecycle events. It's very not like portable, which I'm not a fan of. Also, it depends on bolts, which I think is totally stupid. I get that they like the futures thing, but like just implementing callbacks everywhere is not hard. That's what all the Apple stuff does. If I was building something that foundational that all these people are going to use, I would have not depended on something, especially like if you're distributing it like just the raw binary or the like frameworks, which is now like way more doable with 8. You now have to have two. Sucks. Like one that you never don't even want, and then like parse. And all we're using is data, so it'd be great if there was just like parse data. And if you wanted like all the other ones, you could have those separately, and I think that's fine. But then having this other third-party one, I mean, granted it's by Facebook still, I think it's just totally silly. I don't know. We were going back and forth on it on Twitter. And they were like, well, we really want that, so what should we do? And I was like, you should like vendor it if you really have to have it. And even one of the React Native guys chimed in and was like, yeah, that's what we do. Like, we need Socket Rocket. But we didn't want a dependency, so we vendored it and prefixed. Which is interesting. So, I don't know. Like, but then the parse people were like, we don't want our binary to be extra big, and if you wanted to use AF on your own, then like now you have 2 copies, which is annoying. I think I get that, but on the other hand, not everyone wants bolts. I think it's pretty rare that people would want that. If anyone wants that sort of style, I feel like Rack is the winner in the community, which personally I'm not a fan either. But and then with like AF, like I feel like you don't need that at all for that sort of thing. Like they should just use URL session directly, especially since they're targeting 7. There's no reason not to. So really, I don't know. If I'm building a library that I want other people to use, I should have like as little dependencies as possible. So I don't know. Especially like third-party ones. I mean, I get they sort of they control bolts, but like Socket Rocket would be terrible if you had like React Native, and then also had to get a thing from Square. Like, that's rough. Anyway, so yeah. Also, this is on YouTube for the first time. Spent all last night, well, some of yesterday afternoon rather, and tonight uploading all my old catalog of Hello Internet and Personal Sam. I have a bunch more videos. I've been using Vimeo for like a really long time. I didn't realize like 10 pages of videos. Anyway, I didn't import everything over to YouTube, just those two series, one of those. So yeah, see how it goes. I feel like for people subscribing and like comments and likes and stuff, like YouTube is the clear winner. Even personally, I don't ever browse Vimeo. I only go to it when I'm linked. But I do like subscribe to things on YouTube and check my YouTube like inbox, like subscriptions, whatever it's called, pretty frequently. So I don't subscribe to any video podcasts, but I do watch them on YouTube. So I was thinking I might even pull the podcast, since I don't know anyone that actually watches video podcasts in the podcast app or on iTunes or whatever. They just like, so I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do, is just use a channel on YouTube. So yeah. Yeah. Have a good day. I missed. That's embarrassing.